Vintage students, grab that Bible, grab that notebook. Hey, we're going to be going through Psalm 23. Actually, we're going to do Psalm 23 verse by verse. So this is the first video on the first verse. Psalm 23 is written by David, and this is probably one of the most known Psalms that David wrote. We've read it multiple times in Vintage Students, and I think it's very impactful. I think it's going to have a lot of impact on us right now in the time we're in. So we're going to read through this day by day, one verse a day, and I think it's going to be really cool to see how God is speaking to us through this verse. So a couple interesting things about this. So like I said, it's written by David, and if you remember, David was a shepherd when he was a young boy. It says that he tended to the sheep in the field, and so when Samuel came to find a new king for Israel, David was actually out in the field at the time, and he kept asking his father Jesse, "Where do you have any more sons?" Right? And so finally they brought David, the youngest of them, and we see this thing. So David spent a lot of time with sheep. And so this is actually interesting because this whole psalm is written from the perspective of a sheep. David talks about the Lord being our shepherd, and so we're going to see that. And so it's going to be really helpful if we kind of read this from the perspective of a lamb. And so remember, be the lamb. All right, so here we go. Psalm 23 verse 1. It says this: "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want." I don't know about you guys, but I have a lot of wants. Like right now, I really want a cheeseburger and some Oreos on the side. You know, a nice juicy cheeseburger. That's not a bad thing, right? I have needs, right? I'm hungry. We all have needs. At times we are hungry, sometimes we're tired. And what a want is really is a need and a desire creates a want. So we have a lot of needs in our lives, like I said. And from those, we get a lot of different desires. And the problem is, a lot of times we take our wants to the wrong places, right? So I also have a need for friendship and for love, right? But I can take that desire to the wrong places. I could seek out relationships with the wrong people. I could look for love in the wrong places. And when David wrote this psalm, he had this perspective of a sheep, right? A sheep has needs as well, right? They need to be fed, they need to be taken care of, they need to be protected. We're going to see David actually talk about each of these things in the coming verses. But the first one is just, he's simply saying, hey, I don't have any wants or needs, God, because you are my shepherd. I place you as my shepherd, and so I'm not going to have any needs or wants because you're going to lead me, and you're going to take care of all those needs and wants that I have. So here's the question for you guys. What are some wants that you have right now? What are some needs that you're experiencing maybe in this time? And then the second question is, where are you taking those needs? What are you doing with those needs? It's really important that we think about these things. And here's the challenge for you guys. Over the next couple of days, as you think about those needs and those wants as they rise, just take some time and say, hey, God, I have this need, I have this want. I'm bringing it to you. Would you show me what to do with this? I think God's going to do some awesome things for us.